Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about Saturn, because Saturn is going to be stationing and turning direct on November 15th. And when a planet stations, that means it's changing direction. So Saturn's been retrograde for about 5 months, and now it's going to turn direct. And as it switches from retrograde to direct, it pretty much stands still. Therefore, everything that Saturn's about is about to impact our lives. So before I get going with that, I want to remind everyone to sign up for my free newsletter. Go to galacticcenter.org, and while you're there, check out my Patreon page. Patreon is where we have a spiritual community, live classes weekly, get my magazine, as well as so many opportunities that you can tell me what you want me to do videos on, as well as not only do videos, but communicate with everyone part of the community. We have live chats. So with that, while you're there, don't forget to check out my Galactic Planner, galacticcenter.com. This will calculate your own individual chart, give you all of your daily predictions, and deliver it to your calendar on your phone or your computer. This way you can be totally prepared every day by following the guidance of the stars. So with that, I think I'll continue on to talk about what Saturn's going to do and how it's going to affect our lives. So Saturn, on November 15th, will station, going from retrograde, stop and turn direct on this day. And for a long period of time, it will stand still at a certain degree, which is over a month or 6 weeks or so, around 18 degrees of Aquarius. And Aquarius is all about humanity. It's about humanity and the healing of humanity. Not only that, the nakshatra it's in is incredibly powerful. So what you're going to find is this is the nakshatra that deals with healing and space in the stars. What is this nakshatra? Shatabishak. That nakshatra is called the 100 Healers. And what it represents is, sometimes I say it deals with hard to cure diseases. And I think some of the hardest to cure diseases deal with the mind, mental diseases. And I think we're going to come out with a lot of new information to heal disease, especially with the mind. That can even be Alzheimer's. It can be addictions. It can be so many different hard to cure diseases that we will start to have, I don't want to say the word cure, but pretty much things that will remedy and help and hopefully cure these diseases. So I'm looking so forward for this to come into being. This needs to happen. There's been so much pollution to our planet. Our foods are full of chemicals. And on top of that, we have drug companies that want to pump us with chemicals. Why do we have such an unhealthy world right now? This is part of it. Saturn here will start the healing of cleaning up all of this mess that's making us unhealthy. Many realizations are going to begin at this time. The other thing that Shatabishak rules is things dealing with the Skywater, they call it. And what's the Skywatcher? The Skywatcher deals with anything in space. Astronomy, of course, astrology, and therefore it can deal with aliens. People, what's out there. So my point is with this, we're going to start hearing more about the aliens again. We're going to start hearing more about astrology, about how it really truly is a science, and it has been downgraded and laughed at for way too many years. People look at astrology as sun sign. I mean, how can a sun sign depict everyone born in a month? That's not real astrology, guys. When you study how astrology works, the houses, the rulers, the planets, the moon, the cycles, this is true astrology. And it goes way deeper than that. I believe with astrology, we are only on the tip of the iceberg, and there's so much more to come out with this. And this is what this nakshatra will bring. Another thing about Saturn, what does Saturn actually rule? A lot of people, you know, in astrology, Saturn does bring some difficult life experiences. Because what is it? It's karma and it's learning. Saturn is the great teacher. Unfortunately, we don't learn that much from just reading books. But wow, do we really learn from life experience? What does life experience teach us? Wisdom. And that could definitely be a key word for Saturn. Because Saturn also rules old age. And as we get older, for the most part, we get wiser because we have experienced things that have taught us the most important lessons in our life. That's Saturn. And Saturn deals with responsibility. We cannot get anywhere till we stand up and become responsible human beings. And that means, I say, being responsible means quit blaming everything for the problems in your life. That's a victim. When you say the reason why I can't get ahead, or this is this way or that way, because of my environment, who I am, where I came from, the people in my life caused this to me, my job, my government. When you're blaming other things outside of yourself for the condition you don't like, you're a victim. And Saturn will teach you to be responsible. So take that power back and say, what have I done to cause this situation? And therefore it puts the power back in your place, where you can do something about it when you take responsibility to see what you did to create the situation. When you throw it out at other people or other things, that means you give your power away. And responsibility, in other words, will give you back your power to change and transform your life to what you want. That's Saturn. It's pretty darn powerful. Saturn can also deal with endings and does deal with death many times. But you know, a death and an ending always gives way to something new being reborn. But Saturn brings things to an end so that the new can transform and occur. So looking at Saturn, give great thanks to all of the opportunities which have been hard, that Saturn has woken you up to how you have been causing so many setbacks and problems in your own life. You have done it to yourself, not the world. Saturn will help us wake up to this. And I always say this, Saturn is karma. What is karma? Karma is simply the law of cause and effect. What you put out there, you get back in equal force. It's actually the law of relativity that Einstein came up with. What force is put out, a force of equal force is met. That's karma. That's the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect. So remember, what you're doing, for good or bad, will always come back to you. This is karma. And a lot of us believe in reincarnation, so we have a lot of karmas that we brought in this life. Everything that we are is a cause of who and what we've been before. And if we know what our lessons are, which astrology definitely gives us that information, then we know what to heal and work on, because we have free will to change our life. But we have to know what we have to work on in order to heal it and make life better, so that we don't come back and have to repeat it all over again. Karma and Saturn are synonymous with this. They're teachers, and that's what we're all here to do, to learn. This is a school of learning, and ultimately, may I say this, we are all learning who we really are and the power that we really have. Who we are is beyond what you know. We are all powerful. We are all connected to the divine force, and that is the ultimate power. And we all have it, but we have to wake up and realize it. And Saturn will wake us up. It may not be what you like, but it's what you need. So with that, pay attention. Use this Saturn energy as it becomes all powerful around November 15th. And then it moves direct, and it's going to open a lot of things that have been repressed and needed to come out to be healed. So with that, I think I'll close. If you would like more information on me, you can go to my website. Go to galacticcenter.org, sign up for my free newsletter, and join Patreon. As well as go to galacticplanner.com and get all of your predictions delivered to you, and you can live by the stars. Last but not least, if you want to learn astrology, go to my university website, universityofvedicastrology.com, and become my student. Thank you.